So the number one thing that probably differs when you are winter camping as opposed to camping the rest of the year is the type of shelter that you're gonna bring. So this is the Black Diamond Bomb Shelter. It's a 4-season tent, and that means it's just made to withstand harsh winter conditions and high winds and heavy snow loads on top of it. Now, you don't necessarily need a 4-season tent if you don't expect to be in really tough conditions, but they are a lot warmer and they're just better all around for winter use. Now let's talk sleeping bags for a second. Obviously, you're gonna want a warmer bag than you would if you were just camping in the middle of the summertime. And the general rule of thumb is you want a bag that's rated to at least 10 degrees colder than the coldest temperature you expect to encounter while you're out camping. So for instance, tonight, we expect it to get around 10 degrees Fahrenheit out here. So my buddy and I both brought 0-degree Fahrenheit rated bags with us. I've got this Climate KSB 0-degree bag. It's 650 filled down. They're both super lightweight, but this one's cool because it actually has little attachments here that cinch it up or down depending upon how tall you are, so you don't have dead space in the bottom of your bag, which is important to keep your feet warm at night. And the other big thing that you need to think about when you are winter camping is your sleeping pad. So your bag, even if it's rated to 0 degrees, is not going to keep you warm at all if you don't have the right sleeping pad underneath to insulate you from the cold ground. We're set up on snow here, so obviously it's pretty cold underneath us. So you want your traditional air pad like I've got here. This is a winter insulated pad. It's got an R value of 4.4, so that means it's rated for really cold weather. But the trick, no matter what sleeping pad you have on top, is to bring 2 sleeping pads and have a closed cell foam pad underneath that one, and that is going to insulate you even further from the ground and make sure that you get a good night's sleep. Let's quickly talk about layers. Beyond whatever your normal setup is when you're snowshoeing or backcountry skiing or whatever you're doing out in the snow, I like to bring 2 pairs of socks, make sure that I have 1 warm pair to sleep in at night. And when it comes to gloves, I like to have a glove liner for tasks around camp in the middle of the day. And then I like to bring a mitten because they're much warmer than gloves, in my opinion, and they keep you really warm at night. So when it does get down to 10 degrees Fahrenheit, my hands are gonna be nice and toasty. Beyond that, I like a pretty heavy duty puffy, and I bring it with me. I might not need it, it may not get that cold, but as you can see, it's pretty big, it's pretty burly, and this thing is so toasty. It's the Rab Neutrino Endurance Jacket. Basically, it's their little bit heavier weight puffy, just perfect for winter camping or when you're gonna just be spending a lot of time outdoors and you're not moving around that much, but you still need to stay warm. Now let's head over here. I'm gonna show you what you need to cook a meal successfully while you're winter camping. Okay, so now we're over here in our cook tent. Now we dug this thing out earlier. Essentially, all you need is a couple of people and about an hour's worth of time, but you dig out benches and then a little table in the snow, and it's really easy to do. And then you just put up a shelter above it. And then you have a great group sort of cook area that you can hang out in. It's protected from the wind, and you get sort of a nice comfy snow bench to sit on and a table to eat from. When it comes time to actually cook a meal, you're gonna want a liquid fuel stove, and there's a couple reasons for that. The biggest thing is liquid fuel stoves are just a lot more reliable at high altitude and at cold temperatures. So canister stoves tend to lose pressure in cold temps, and they just don't work as well. They're not very reliable, and you don't have that problem with the liquid fuel stove. This is the MSR Whisper Light. It's a classic. They last forever. They're just a totally durable and bomb-proof stove. Liquid fuel stoves are great in cold temperatures. They are a little finicky, so definitely practice with it before you take it out winter camping for the first time. It's not sort of as plug and play as a canister stove, but once you get them working, they are fantastic in cold weather. So another pro tip, when you're winter camping, you want to bring 2 pots with you. That's because you don't want to boil snow for your water in that. It's kind of a little gross. Always bring 2 pots, 1 to boil snow, 1 to cook with. The last winter camping tip is always bring a snow shovel with you. Now this is a backcountry skiing tool. It's an avalanche rescue shovel, but it works great for just random chores around camp. We dug out this cook shelter with it. We stamped out and dug out a bunch of snow underneath our vestibule over there and flattened out the tent area. It's really an indispensable tool when you are winter camping in a bunch of snow, and it's got a ton of uses, so always bring a snow shovel with you. So that's basically winter camping 101. There's a few key pieces of gear that you need to bring with you in the wintertime, a few tips which we've gone over already that you should keep in mind. And beyond that, winter is a great time to get out and camp, so don't let a little cold weather scare you into staying inside.